10 ways to fuck up your first solo trip. Number 1, expect nothing to go wrong. At some point, shit is going to hit the fan and you are just going to have to go with the flow and adapt with how things turn out. That's just the way things are, and if you try to control it too much, you will ruin your entire trip. Number 2, planning too much. Yes, pick your destination, make sure it has good Wi-Fi and you're able to work if that's why you're going. Make sure you have a place to stay, but stay flexible. You never know who you're going to meet or what is going to happen. Are you really going to say no to one of the most fun and exciting experiences of your life just because you want to follow your itinerary? Number 3, not planning enough. One way you can derail your trip is to not make sure that you have good access to Wi-Fi or a comfortable, quiet place to work. I'm probably on the side of I don't plan enough most of the time. I tend to just fly by the seat of my pants and figure things out as I go. But you can definitely screw yourself if you don't take the time to do a little bit of homework. Number 4, only staying in touristy places. Touristy places are popular for a reason. There's exciting stuff there, there's cool sites, there's experiences that you should definitely check out. However, the world has a lot more to offer, and once you leave these places, you tend to find that you get more of an actual local cultural experience versus what you're going to see in these city center touristy hotspots. And you're also going to see cheaper prices, you're going to have different experiences with different types of people. It's something you should definitely look at doing. Get out of those touristy spots. Number 5, packing too much. Now, I've talked about this in another video. Don't bring too much when you travel, otherwise you're going to be lugging around these suitcases all over the place, sweaty, miserable, hangry, whatever it is, and it's just going to slow you down and make your experience not quite as good if you just packed a little bit lighter. Number 6, being afraid of strangers. Now, growing up, a lot of us were taught, don't talk to strangers, they're scary, they're bad. But when you're traveling, being too afraid to interact with local people or different people can really make your trip less exciting or good as it could have been. Be open to new experiences and conversations with people that you don't know. Number 7, staying inside your comfort zone. I know Starbucks is great. You might like fast food. You might really like the comforts of your home, especially if you feel like you live in the US, but you didn't go to this new place to experience the same things as home, otherwise you just would have stayed there. Maybe you have to go a few nights in a tropical place like this without AC. Maybe you have to go to a place where it's not exactly as comfortable as you thought. Or you might have to have these uncomfortable situations where you can't communicate very well with the locals. These types of experiences and how you look at them will shape how great of an experience you have, like how good of a time you're having while you do this, because you're going to run into these problems. It all comes down to how you look at it. Are you wanting to stay home and comfortable, or are you out here to live life to the fullest? Number 8, refusing to try new things. So if you visit places like Southeast Asia, Mexico, all over the place, they're going to be offering you different types of cuisine, maybe bugs like crickets or grasshoppers, something you might not have had the opportunity to try at home. I recommend you give this a shot. Try new things. You don't have to have an entire plate worth of crickets, but I would recommend at least giving some of these new things a try. Just imagine how well that story will go over the next time you're home talking with your friends about how you ate bugs in Southeast Asia. Number 9, trying to control everything. This goes back to something very similar to number 1, which expect nothing to go wrong. Now, expecting to control everything is very similar. It's just more that you're going to be traveling with people and they're going to be late. You're going to have the internet go out. You're going to have something break. You're gonna lose something. I've been hurt, I've been hospitalized, I've been extorted, there's been many things that have happened. Something will go wrong. You just have to be willing to let go of control and have faith that everything is going to be okay. Number 10, and probably one of the most difficult ones that digital nomads struggle with, is partying too much. One of the main reasons that digital nomads I know have had to go home is because they can't control themselves when it comes to partying. It can be a lot of fun to be out and running around to different countries and hanging out with different people. However, you have to keep a balance, keeping a balance between work and play. Because if the work stops, the play is going to stop soon too. Now, I'm curious, what are some ways that you have messed up a solo trip of your own? Drop a comment in the chat below and let me know. I hope you learned a few things from this, and I look forward to you stopping by next time.